Somebody took an L. Welcome to the desk. You ready for this week's Week 10 results?
Yeah.
It's going to be a great episode this week. We're going to try to make it quick, but we got a lot to go over. Um, so we started off with the Down Goes Waller. Down goes Waller.
Down
Down goes
goes
Waller.
Waller.
Brandon Waller took the L this week. He is now amongst the rest of us with a loss. He's still in the top of 9-1, but he did take that L. Got a lot to go over this week. I think we should get right into um, the events that took place. Let's start off with there's going to be a name change coming up here. Um, as you all know, the challenge from last week, myself and formerly known as I'm Gonna Cry in My Car, or I'm Gonna Cry in the Car, or whatever his name was.
I'm
Um,
a cry in the car.
that name will be changing here soon. He's already changed it twice this week. Yesterday he changed it on Sunday about Diggs gonna go for 70. Then he changed it to Josh Allen is a choke artist. This is what it currently is. Um, there was another name in there some other place, but we're gonna go through these name change here. We're gonna build a little suspense for it. So I'm gonna tell you about the names that are not his name. These are not his name. There was where's the chat at? Hot dog it. There was some coworkers of mine that chimed in with some chat. Can you pull the chat up on your phone?
Oh my. Well, if I pull it up, it won't let me do the win thing.
Oh, you got to do your win thing, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go into that then. We'll go right into the results from this week first. The winners this week, we have Team Waller. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Team Waller lost.
Yeah.
Let's start with that. Team Waller lost.
It was my
Donnie
grandmother
Chiefs.
did it.
Donnie Chiefs with the win. Bracket Buster with the win. Win number 3 for the season. He beat Royal Shocker. Chiefs Texans went down to I Like Honey Buns. Riley Loves Sheer beat Seminoles. Okay. And then Team Victimized took down somebody to be named later, which is now currently Josh Allen is a choke artist. Went down to the wire in that game, some close games. We'll go right into the. Oh, you didn't pull the thing up yet, chat.
It's up.
Okay. So if you all seen the chat today, let me read it for you. You can read some of these inappropriate comments here. One of my coworkers suggested the name should be Cock Jockers, Ball Handlers, Javon Belcher, Pistol Offense, or Dwayne My Borners. So those were the first couple of names that were suggested from coworkers. None of those made my list. None of those made my list. So that's we're gonna start off with that. One that made my list that did not become the top on the list. We'll start off with the first one here was unwashed undercarriage. Unwashed undercarriage. Could have been your team name, but it's not. We're moving right on to the rest of the results. So, what?
Nothing.
All right.
Shock and fall.
So, now we've already done the week results. I'll go ahead and throw another name out there that didn't make the list. Some of these are very inappropriate.
Number 7.
Number 7. This is like David Letterman, back in the day, he used to do the countdown. Number 7. We're going to go with, which was number 7 on my list, strep throat survivors.
I like that one.
Strep throat survivors. Is what the name could have been, but it's not. All right. Next. Let's go to some of the results also from the week. Let's see here. We pull it up this way. Go to my game. Go to the matchups. We go to the result recap. Okay. So, highest scoring team this week, Donnie Shear.
What?
I'm sorry, Donnie's Chiefs. Sorry, 430 points. 430-44. Lowest, Team Waller, team he faced, 285.94 points. Best performance was from Dak Prescott. He had 107 points, 108 points technically. Tevon Thibodeau was the lowest point scorer this week, and he was dropped earlier today. Team in first place currently is Team Waller. Team in last place is Seminole. The largest margin of victory came in the game between Donnie's Chiefs versus Team Waller's. There was a 144.5 point difference.
Good job.
Largest margin of victory, i.e., why they was the top performer and the lowest performer. Smallest margin of victory, Team Victimized versus AKA will be named later. As a matter of fact, we might as well go right into that name possibility.
Number 6.
Number 6. You can't say this one. The name was going to possibly be Ass Hats. Ass Hats. That's not your name, sir. Moving right along. What's wrong with you? You okay? Okay. Oh, I skipped a section. We already did that. You know what that means? That's time for another name possibility.
Number 5.
Number 5. Fuzzy Balls. Fuzzy Balls could have been your name, but it is not. It is not Fuzzy Balls. Not your name, sir. All right. So we're moving right along. The playoff picture. Currently, the playoff results would, if it started today, as we always go over each week, if the playoffs had started today, we would have the following 4 teams. Team Waller, I Like Honey Bun, Chiefs Texans, and Riley Loves Shear. Team Waller and Riley Loves Shear will face in the semifinals, and I Like Honey Buns. Excuse me, I apologize. I Like Honey Buns and Chiefs Texans will also be facing. The 2 teams that would not have any postseason play would be Bracket Busters and Seminoles at this time at 9th and 10th place. I now have a consolation game. I'm in 7th.
What is consolation?
Meaning that I would be playing it after the regular season's over. Not for any type of wins or whatever, just something to do.
Oh.
So that is currently what the playoff picture looks like. I think it might be time for another name possibility.
Number 4.
Number 4. That name would have been another one you couldn't say.
Most of them.
Bitching Brawlers. Bitching Brawlers. Not your name. Nope, didn't go with that one either. We get down to the limit here now.
BJ, my names would have been so much nicer.
That was number 4, right?
Yes, it was.
All right. League Pickups is where we're at now. We're moving right along. League Pickups. I didn't get the chance to see this earlier because it was too early in the morning for me to see the results. League Pickups currently in first place with 30 points. Team Waller.
Boo!
Followed by Bianca with 27. And a tie for 3rd place with myself, Roy, and ATL / he'll be named later. Which means that we might go into what could your name be? Number
3.
Number 3. Oh, this is a good one. This was a really popular one. You all ready for this one?
No.
Skid Mark Soldiers. Skid Mark Soldiers. That is not your name. That did not make the top of the list. That was a good one, but did not make the top of the list.
I like number 7 on that list.
Number 7. Strep Throat Survivors?
Yes. It's the most appropriate one.
Okay. Some of these are inappropriate. Okay. We did that. Next week's matchups. Let's see who we got next week. Who is facing who next week? So I will be facing in week 11. I like Honey Buns, who's currently in the playoffs. I am not. They're in second place. Seminoles will be facing Donnie's Chiefs. Chiefs Texas versus Bracket Buster. Let's see if they can, if myself and Bracket Buster can still continue to rise up this ranking and knock some of these top teams off and mess up their day like they messed up ours. The guy is going to be named in a few minutes here. He'll be facing Riley Loveshear. So you'll be facing an inappropriate name coming in this week. You won't be able to say his name because it's going to be inappropriate.
Clearly.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know.
And then Royal Soccer will be facing T. Waller. Let's see if Royal Soccer can go ahead and knock his socks off and make him have 2 losses.
Knock his socks off.
All right. So we are down to we did those things. Time for another name possibility. Number two. Now this is the one I thought was gonna win. It was actually a tie for number 2 and number 1. Your name came down to a tie. This one is really inappropriate. Really inappropriate. Are you all ready?
No.
For number 2.
No,
you're not ready.
No, I'm not ready.
this is the doozy. This is why I'm building this one up. This one is inappropriate. Are you all ready? Erectile dysfunction elite. Erectile dysfunction elite could have been your team name. ED Elite could have been you. But that was not your team name. It almost was. It was a tie, and we had a tiebreaker. A flip of the coin.
You just said the last name at the very end of the video.
I'm going to. So, we have come down to what we all came here for. I'm going to give you a little backstory here. During the week, after the challenge was put out there, he got online. He said, I'm ready. He challenged me. He sent little memes. He writing stuff down, possibilities and everything. I seen the memes. I seen the little gifts. I seen them. And I told him, I'm built for this. I do this for the league. If I would have lost, that's fine. I would have suggested probably some of these names for myself. Because it's funny. It's all for the fun of the league here. I'm making this all entertainment. So I put the challenge out there for the entertainment purposes of it all. This is what a commissioner does. I do this for y'all. Last season, we had a name change that lasted the entire season. It was his name was Team Win-A-Lot. Got his name changed to Phil Sun, and his daddy talked about it.
Yeah.
Then there was another possibility of a challenge to where I believe what's his name now? Bracket Buster, Roy, brought in that T-shirt. It had your mama's and your grandfather's name on it. It was disrespectful. Walked into her house with that on. Then he made a shirt for me. Because he planned on beating me as well. That didn't happen. And I made something for him.
What'd you make?
He had a little sign that he was supposed to wear. I gave it to him like, he's supposed to wear the sign, and I didn't make him do it. I think he changed his team name, I believe, is what it was. It was inappropriate.
Like inappropriate, or you?
His name was He Took It Balls Deep.
Well, here we are.
So here we are. This was 2 years ago. I'm sorry, that wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago. Sorry. So here we are. I do these challenges for the fans, for the love of the fantasy football game. We are now at number 1. I am going to say this on video. Then I will send it to you directly so that you will be able to change your name in appropriate time. Please don't change the name till you see the video so nobody hears a preview of what your name is. Let everybody watch the video and then change your name. We agreed to 1 week. You'll be allowed to change your name on Tuesday morning. But in 10 them, your name will be, can I get a drum roll for number 1, please? Testicle Tuggers. Testicle Tuggers is your name. Please drop it in the chat if you like this video. Please comment, subscribe, like. Hey, Testicle Tuggers, you're number one.
You couldn't even get banned from YouTube.
We're going to get banned from YouTube. It's all for the love of the faith. This is all in fun. Nothing personal. It's all in fun. Again, had I lost, I would have looked forward to the possibilities of the names that I could have taken on. I didn't want to lose. I want to win. But I'm trying to make this thing light and fun. Nothing personal here at all. He chose Josh Allen in the draft. He's not happy about it. Now his name is Testicle Tuggers.
You could have let mommy have him.
See, it's over now. So, that is all the video we have for today. We thank you for your time. Thank you for the opportunity to join us today. We will see you on the Fantasy Gridiron starting on Thursday.
The what?
Fantasy Football Gridiron. You know, they call football the gridiron, but they play football on the gridiron. This is Fantasy Football Gridiron. I got to teach this baby something. She's confused on the lad. I could have changed the name. Before I forget, honorable mention. There was a possibility this morning. Me and a coworker were talking about the possibilities, and something popped in my head of a possible team name, and I got to put this on recording. Your team name could have been Horbath. Horbath. But it wasn't your team name. Testicle Tuggers. That's who you are. Testicle Tuggers. All right. We're done. What's wrong with you? All right. Thank you all for joining us. You all have a good night. See you online.
If we get banned from YouTube, it's his fault.
It's all about the jokes. You all have a good night. Bye-bye.